whispers that go start to creep. Strings shiver, pulling secrets from the deep. Dark clouds gather, a storm in the base. Shadows collide in this delicate space. Tension rising, strings ascend. A heartbeat pounding, no pretend. Unfolding shadows, truth on the brink. The world tilts heavy, too much to think. Baseline crashes, drums ignite. Secrets revealed in the endless night.
In a land where faith was forbidden, where dreams were rationed, where every step you took was measured by the state, a boy's story began. This is not the tale of privilege, not the tale of doors opening easily or roads already paved. This is the story of resistance, the story of faith that would not bow, and of a journey across oceans that would one day change the future of technology. Before the towers, before the data centers, before the storms and betrayals, there was only a boy named Vitaliy. Two passions guided his hands, two fires burned in his heart, the game of basketball and the world of machines. One lifted him high above the ground, the other opened windows into the future. But in a world of control, neither passion was enough to shield him from what was coming. From an early age, Vitaliy was different. While other children were content to play, to accept the world as it was given, he wanted to understand how the world worked beneath the surface. He would sit for hours, studying wires, small machines, anything he could get his hands on. Radios, circuit boards, broken appliances, all of them became puzzles for his young mind. Where most saw a tangle of metal and plastic, he saw something else. He saw highways of possibility. The scarcity of technology in his homeland only made him more determined. Every glimpse of a computer, every whisper about the future of code and machines pulled him closer into a world where logic and creativity merged. He imagined a future where knowledge wasn't locked behind walls, where access wasn't controlled by power, but shared freely. And yet, just as much as technology called to him, another rhythm echoed through his life. The beat of a ball bouncing against concrete. Basketball, the game that gave him wings. On the court, Vitaliy was quick, determined, relentless. He moved with the hunger of someone who knew that every point, every sprint, every rebound mattered. Coaches noticed, scouts whispered. His name began to circle on their lists. At the Olympic school, he rose higher, faster, stronger, and for a moment, it seemed that his future was written in bright colors. A national uniform, the chance to compete on the biggest stage, the honor of representing his country. But in his homeland, even dreams carried a price. There was a condition, one that had nothing to do with talent, with skill, with heart. To represent his country, Vitaliy would have to renounce his God, to deny his faith. It was not only he who was targeted. One by one, Christian athletes were called into rooms, handed the same ultimatum: choose the state, or lose everything you've worked for. Some bowed, others broke. But Vitaliy and his teammates, they refused. And so, just as quickly as the door had opened, it slammed shut. The Olympic dream, crushed not by injury, not by defeat, but by politics and persecution. On the cracked courts, his game still thrived. But in the silence of official lists, his name vanished. A ceiling had been set. No matter how high he soared, he would never be allowed to break through. Vitaliy's childhood wasn't painted in soft colors or carefree laughter. It was painted in iron and concrete. The blocks stood tall and unyielding, watching over every move, every word, every choice. And inside those walls, one truth echoed louder than any government slogan: being different meant being in danger. His parents were good people, hard-working, honest, but they carried a belief that the state could never crush. Faith in God. Faith that there was more to life than the slogans plastered on every billboard. And for that belief, they paid a heavy price.